Welcome to the Wrestle for Real podcast. You already know how we do each and every Monday night. WWE Monday Night Raw post show. Got Stan with me, got Spook with me, man, covering the show, talking about all things WWE Monday Night Raw on tonight. Get the guys' opinions as we break down the action and see what everybody felt about tonight, man. Good show, bad show, all that good stuff, man. I believe Triple H said it was going to be an epic night tonight. Not sure how epic it was, but just one man's opinion. We was able to kick off the show with some promo work, man, coming out. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte Flair and Alexa setting up a tag match for later on in the night to seemingly determine the number one contender for the women's tag team championships. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of it already. To be honest with you guys, man, I'm not really feeling the direction this is going in. Uh, I don't know. I mean, Io kind of still looks like a little kid trying to almost impress Rhea to some degree, and Charlotte and Alexa's kind of been thrown together. I think it was cool for a little while. I don't know if we're waiting for a Charlotte turn or something, but maybe an Alexa turn. I don't know, but somebody need to do some turning, man. But the promo was basically to set up that so they can face the Kabuki Warriors at some point. Not sure when it was supposed to be. I didn't catch that part if they said it. What you think about this one, Stan, with these ladies going at it, man, and continuing down this road even after War Games with this feud?
Man, it was good. We all knew it was coming. They was like hinting at that, so it was just like we gonna create a alliance just for this time being, and then when that's over with, we gonna get back to work and go back to hating each other.
Yeah, man. I mean that's pretty much what we was. I didn't understand why they continued it after the War Games, and what was really the point, man. These not even really official tag teams. These all four of these ladies is kind of thrown together, so I'm not really sure if they just need something to do and they didn't want to take up so many spots with the ladies. But I don't know, man. So what you think about Io and Rhea and going at it with Charlotte and Alexa? How much more does you want to see?
Not much more, but like Stan was saying, man, it's even though it was inevitable for them to keep this little feud going, man. Like Charlotte said a long time ago, she never trusted Rhea. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as that was over, they got along for that one night, man. It's back to business. You know what I'm saying? Somebody they want the tag team championship back. Same thing with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So we knew it was coming. Like Stan said, it was inevitable at this point.
Well, I'm at least currently. What did they ever do with the other women tag team championships? Did they just disappear somewhere? Or what, what,
hmm
what, what happened?
They put up. I think they. Well, was there ever like? I don't think it was ever like a Raw or SmackDown one.
I thought at one point it was like two
I thought it
different.
was like a divas.
No, the
No, I
women's.
don't think so. When Cause even when they first came out, they was gonna be defending on every brand.
Oh, okay,
Sasha Banks and Bailey had them first, I think.
okay. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing because we don't have enough teams,
It's just rare, like like a team from NXT would win it.
and the men's are kind of the same, man. Where we don't really need it to be two different championships. I think the Wyatt Six still has it on SmackDown, and then we have AJ and Dragon Lee, which I mean they okay. I just don't think it's really doing much. I don't know
Yeah,
it's just like it's cool. It's giving them something to do, but I don't really see the trajectory of where it could be, man. We just losing these tag teams, man. But next up, we had our first match of the night: Jay Uso versus LA Knight for the last time it's now tournament to advance to the finals to get one win away from facing John Cena on December 13th at Saturday night's main event for the farewell last match. Both of these guys are over with the fans in different ways. LA Knight with his energy, his abilities on the mic, the charisma that comes from that, and Jey Uso with his mainly with his interest. I enjoyed the match though. I thought these guys had a good, solid match, man. It wasn't any interference, any hijinks, anything like that. LA Knight kind of got the quick roll up pin in this one, man, protecting Jey Uso a little bit. It wasn't, it was clean, but it wasn't. You know, he didn't knock him out or make him submit or anything like that. You know, he kind of just got one quick on him. Following the match, Jey Uso became Crash Out Jey Uso, man. Went crazy, man. Threw some stuff around. Messed up Logan Paul's little setup with his energy drinks over there. I don't really know what we're building towards with Jey Uso, man. But LA Knight advancing and, you know, being in the finals, I'm not sure what I want LA Knight to continue on and win. That was somebody I was kind of rooting for from the jump. Jey Uso, we've seen him have a lot of chances and a lot of opportunities, so it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, let's get somebody else in there. But LA Knight also has a reputation for kind of getting close enough, but that's about it. So, what's next for Jey Uso though, Spook, man? What you think about Jey Uso crashing out after this match, man, having to go and kind of reset himself, man? What do you think? Where do you think he's going next, man? He taking some time off. He about to go crazy, do some other stuff, man. What you think happens with main event?
I mean, I don't know right now, man. I think it's definitely time for him to take a break, man. He's like you say, he's had so many opportunities, man, to be on top, man, and you know he had his run right now. It's just time for him to kind of maybe take a little break, man. You know, come back strong. I say maybe give him 2 to 3 months, man. Maybe come back, Elimination Chamber or even WrestleMania. I mean, I don't know what he can do at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because everything will be kind of locked down, by the end. I definitely think it's time for a break. It's
So
definitely
he
time.
can't even go to the Royal Rumble, bro. I mean, how you get to eliminate? He can't come to the Rumble, man.
Just crashed out, you know what I'm saying? So he needs some time to kind of
Hey, Jay.
get himself together, man. You know what I'm saying? Try to figure out what's his next move, man. I mean, it's gonna be hard to get back to the top though right now, man. I mean, you got CM Punk, you got Gunther back.
Mm-hmm.
He done lost too many times to each opponent, man. So I don't know, how he would either, what I'm saying, how he would either beat one of them to get the title back right now. And he can't go after Cody, you know what I'm saying? Like that's so
Nah, Cody's off limits. He's off
right.
limits.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just time for him to
Okay.
take a
Like
break.
Cody already gonna have his WrestleMania match set up.
So what you
Who he
think,
got?
Jay, man? What they
You already know who it is.
Rome?
Yep.
Oh yeah. They were talking.
You saw the end.
Yeah, they were talking to me.
man, I just don't know what the
He probably gonna win Elimination Chamber. I don't think. I
but
feel
what's
like he not gonna win Royal Rumble because they know fans gonna crash out.
mm,
But he'll win Elimination Chamber.
But
so
why would they go back and give him the belt again though? Like
I
that's
don't know.
even same thing with Cody. Why would they give Cody back the belt to beat John Cena? Like I didn't understand that part. You know what I'm
it's
saying? Like
just not enough guys at the top, man. Like, you know, LA Knight is not cut his teeth at the very top. He's one of the few that's been around the top but never had the championship. He's never had either. Even Damian Priest has had it, Drew McIntyre. Those are guys who's hovering around the top, but they've had it at some point. LA
You
Knight
know
is
what's gonna happen with LA Knight, man.
what are you
He getting the treatment that before, cause like the reason why I feel like he gonna be like this, even though it's weird, cause he's like in his 40s, I think. But he's like this generation's like Dolph Ziggler, bro. He over as hell. He can do promos. He's good in the ring, but it's like they just will not give him, and then the fans just gonna have to hijack it, just like they did for Dolph, and just make them give him the title, and then they gonna be like, "See here, we gave him the title," and then they gonna put him back down to the mid card, which is crazy because Dolph should have been like on Shawn Michaels type level of like with accolades, but they just always was like, "We gonna keep him down," and I feel like they doing that with with uh with LA Knight.
I mean,
man,
LA
I'm ready for Braun them to take this thing over, man.
Braun is a guy that's hovering around. Well, he's not really hovering around because,
Yeah.
to my knowledge, he's never had a world title shot.
Nah, he not gonna win against
Yeah,
CM
I'm
Punk.
not mistaken that. So I don't know. So he's next up to get to that next level. LA Knight, maybe Dom at some point. But it's just not a lot of guys to move the title around. And I don't know what I mean, main event, when you do a night to a main event, there's only really three in a possible that could main event: Punk, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes, and then possibly Seth Rollins. And Seth lost a lot of momentum with this injury, so I think it kind of hurts his night two possibilities, even if he came back in time.
Yeah.
But he had a shot. He had another shot to main event night two. But night two is special. And right now you got Punk with the championship, Cody with the championship. So we're not gonna get that at night two. That was the only way we'd probably get CM Punk on the night two. But other than that, you got Cody and Roman. I don't know if they want to give the title back to Rome, but it'd be interesting to see. The Rock is hovering around somewhere, but we don't know if there's likely going to be any involvement. And I just don't know what else you really do because those are really the only stars. Gunther's not main event night two. It's not happening. As much as they like him, they know better than that. They know not to do that.
Bro, I saw a crazy theory online with The Rock. It's the dumbest thing ever, but it's so dumb that they would do this. Like, John Cena goes out, has his final match.
Mm-hmm.
He either wins or he loses. Well, if he loses or wins, I feel like it could play either way. The Rock comes out with Travis Scott and was like, nah, you're not done yet. You still owe me more. And they make Cena go to like WrestleMania. And then his final opponent end up being like Edge at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
But I'm like, it's so
that's a good little
stupid.
scenario. I mean, but
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 nobody
can they
knows
can they
Edge
do
like
that though?
contract situation at AEW. But it's so stupid that like, I don't know.
But is Cena contract up though? Can they extend it like that, or would they just have to do like a whole new
But
signing?
he's just retiring. I don't think it's a contract
Yeah,
thing
it's
with
just
him.
retiring.
But I don't think the thing is, it's not many people. Edge is big. Like when you think WrestleMania, you think about a bigger appeal than within wrestling. I think Edge is really big within wrestling. I think if you're gonna do a John Cena opponent at WrestleMania, it's Cody Rhodes, it's Roman Reigns, it's Brock Lesnar, it's CM Punk. Like, with all due respect to Edge, I just don't think he's on that level in terms of popularity outside of wrestling. So I don't even think that would be worth it. If you're gonna extend him, it's gotta be for The Rock. That's it. He's already fought everybody else. You don't go
Yeah.
from the Roman matches he's had to Cody to CM Punk match he's had, Brock Lesnar match he's had. It's probably either gonna be Gunther or LA Knight, and I'm just hoping that somehow, some way, it's not Gunther. But you don't go from that and then be like, "Oh, Edge is a feel good moment." It's like AJ Styles.
It's for us.
Yeah, it's like AJ and him probably had one of his best matches for the farewell tour. So it's not a bad match. It just doesn't have that global impact that you really want on a WrestleMania for
I don't
John.
know. I mean, I think Edge can get that pop though, man. I mean, he always had a good aura in WWE. You know what I'm saying?
And Edge, we got to remember, they both about 50. So like, we banking on star power more than what's going to happen in the ring.
Yeah.
I don't know that
What about Y2J then?
I wouldn't extend him for it. If I'm gonna extend him, it's The Rock.
Oh,
If
okay.
if,
Nah,
if you
bruh.
want,
Nah,
it's the extending part. You know what I'm saying? That's the part where I'm like, who do you extend him for?
no.
Edge? No.
Nah, if it's Jericho, bro, Jericho got to get back in shape. I mean, we know. I think he's done with AEW, so he could be like taking all this time to get in shape. Cause, bro, I mean, nah, bro, nah.
Yeah.
Cause even when that thing happened at Survivor Series and the masked hooded dude scaled
No.
they were like, oh, it's Jericho. Oh, it's Seth Rollins. Like, no, bro, that's only one person who it could be who can move that fast to scale that. And it's neither one of them.
No,
But I'm
it's not.
not, yeah, I'm gonna wait to say the name until we talk about that. But yeah, it's like, come on, bro. It's not Jericho.
No, Jericho has been out of shape for all of AEW. For his,
Yeah, you remember when, cause the first show, bro, they was roasting him because it came on after like a NBA game. The first show he was on, and they like, bro, when did Jericho get fat?
Jericho was never in shape. Period.
well, he never had like a winning body, but he
Nah.
was
Yeah.
at least smaller. He kind of has a plain body. It's like
He was a
CM Punk.
cruiserweight, man.
Punk has that same plain body.
He was a
Like it
cruiserweight
just
to
don't
gain
look.
weight.
Yeah, he
And they
was a
started the
lot
show.
smaller. Yeah, like jumping and doing a lot of that luchador type stuff, man. And then he got to the WWE, And I don't know if people noticed, but him, Rey Mysterio, and Eddie Guerrero, a lot of muscles start popping out of places all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. I don't want to speculate, but all of a sudden they got a whole lot bigger, real
Well, it
quick.
was like it was because him, Eddie, Ray, and Dean Malenko kind of all came over at the same time,
And
and
Dean didn't get bigger.
that one name we shall not say. They came over
He
at the
got
same
bigger.
time. Yeah, and then they all just got like
Who
bigger.
was the person?
Chris Benoit, and then
Yeah.
they all got bigger. And then when that situation happened with Chris Benoit, everybody was like, "Hold on, man! Chris Benoit was on that stuff because no other reason for you to do that than you own that stuff."
They all got, like, if you see them at the end of WCW and then when they was in the world title pictures in WWE, they were bigger. I was like, what just happened here?
They was taking some kind of.
Oh,
They,
bro,
man,
yes.
they were so small in WCW. All of them was so, because they was all like, the flip around type of dude. They all was like Ray Phoenix size.
And then they all kind of stopped doing that. Like Chris would do like the springboard moonsault, and Eddie would do the 5-star. Dean Malenko stopped. Chris Benoit stopped. Rey Mysterio the only one that kept doing it because he was smaller. But they all kind of stopped doing that. And then it's just like when that situation happened with Chris Benoit, everybody was like, hold on, man. Like, y'all had to be on that stuff.
Yeah, they were.
That's when I kind of got out of in tune with wrestling at that point, man. You know what I'm saying? I had
Bro,
fell off at that point.
Yeah,
that's when
that was. Jericho has been able to reinvent himself a bunch of times,
oh,
despite
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But coming back now, I don't know what it would look like. But it's like certain people can come back, and how long is it gonna last? Like, how long are we gonna care? You know what I mean? Like, can it really hold? Like, CM Punk has held up, right? Like, he's come back and he's still holding up. Part of it has been a slow burn. Like, he just really won the championship this past summer. And for real, what, a month ago at this point, maybe something like that. So, he really, like, it was a slow burn to that point. Part of it was injury. He did get injured for like, I don't know, was it like 6, 7 months, like almost right out the gate. So, but a lot of people come back. It's just that initial pop. And that's what you'll get with a Chris Jericho. You'll get that with an Edge. But it's like, can they really sustain themselves at the top, man? And I don't know if a lot of them are able to do that, man. Our next segment featured Judgment Day, fully whole again. And one of those people returning was Liv Morgan. So for Liv Morgan, I feel like it's kind of the same concept. Are we going to care in another month, in another 2 months? Are we going to care? Because I feel like we were kind of not really caring on her way out, on her way when she got injured there. And now she's back, and it's like, okay, but, what are you really going to bring that's going to, sustain you for a long period of time? Or you're just another, you know,
One hit.
somebody out there. Hey, like we don't really okay, but some people, I think with those people that are coming back, just like Matt Cardona, I feel like I mean his pop was kind of weird when he came back on SmackDown. I don't know if it was the TV or the volume, but I just didn't really feel nothing. You know
You
what I
know
mean?
why, though? Because folks wanted him to come in as Matt Cardona. They didn't want him to come in as Zack Ryder. Literally, that's what it was.
But what about the music?
Like when the music hit, folks got a little excited, but they was like, "Come on, bro, we wanted him." Because
So hold
on,
on. So
because
who he came back as?
Zack Ryder. Because when he came, and it's WWE is so weird. Because when he came in on NXT for that match, he was Matt Cardona. But when he came, and I get it, the character Matt Cardona has no history of John Cena, whereas the character Zack Ryder does.
When he like the
But
colorful
like,
dude or something like that? Like he had a lot of
yeah,
color.
like Zack Ryder is like colorful as hell.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, he's I don't know what he could have. That's what I mean. Like sometimes we want stuff as the, IWC. We want stuff within wrestling, but I'm like, when you really put it on a bigger scale, man, it don't carry over the same way.
Yeah, because
So, so
it's like,
let me ask this question then, both of y'all. So what's wrong with the whole? What's wrong with the one hit wonder though? Like that's just like rap, R&B. We got all these one hit wonders that come out, make one song real quick, and then they disappear. That's not really a bad thing, is it though? Or are you just trying to say, is there any longevity in them, like coming back? Period. Or
Nah, I think it's just like wrestling. I feel like a lot of people in the IWC they become like wrestling nerds, and they like want like so like Mercedes Monet. If she ever came back to WWE, if she came back as like Sasha Banks, which she probably would, I feel like folks will get upset. But if she came back as like Mercedes Monet, folks would be like, "All right, bet we got something here." It's weird because it's like Mercedes Monet and Sasha Banks to me. Since I watch AEW too, they're the same person. They act the same exact way. She has changed like nothing except for like her finisher a little bit, but it's just like some people just like that. Like if Edge came as like Adam Copeland, it would be the same. He does the same moves. It's the same theme song, so it wouldn't even matter. It's just a simple name change. But it's like with certain, like when Matt Cardona came back as Zack Ryder, it was for the tournament. But if he come back again as Matt Cardona, I feel like it would be a louder pop.
Yeah, it's with wrestling you don't it's a lot of storytelling based, and we do have those one hit quitters where you get the big pop and then kind of nobody cares after that moment happens. But it's like where do you use that? Where do you have it? Is it going to matter when you finally? Because when Chris Jericho comes back, he's getting a big pop. It's
Oh
happening.
yeah,
It's I
I
want him
hope
to
he.
come back with that Judas man.
I hope.
I want him to come back with that Judas man.
So I thought about this a lot. I want him to come back with the whole like list, but I want for his first entrance, I want Y2 Jericho. Like I want the countdown. I want the spotlight. Him putting his arm. That's what I want for the initial. But I know it's not gonna happen. But that's what I want because that was Y2 Jericho was like my favorite. I like the list Jericho and I like Judas Jericho over when he was with AEW. But like Y2 Jericho was like my favorite Jericho.
I think there's a way where you can have him do that same stuff, but then after the pyro drops, we drop that Judas. You know what I'm saying? And let's get to it. Because all of that leading up to it, once it dropped and it was like break the wall down or something like that, it was
Oh,
okay.
bruh. Bruh,
It's
nah,
cool.
man.
I like it.
Nah,
I don't know if
nah,
it's
man.
touch of Judas though, man.
It's
That
not, but to me
Judas
personally,
thing,
like the break the like I don't know, man. It's
it
just
was
something about
big. It
that.
was big. I think Jericho almost started, and I don't want to say, I don't really know, but when crowds are singing along to the theme music, don't remember that before Judas.
Nah, it was him, and then they did it with Cody. That was it.
Yeah, so
Because
like,
even with Randy, no one ever sung along to like Randy's theme song till like a couple years ago.
mhm.
And I always loved like Randy's theme, but like no one ever sung along to it.
Yeah, the problem with Judas is Judas is supposed to be a bad guy. That's his heel persona. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to do that and be a good guy. Because you do the pose, you do the pyro, we give you Y2K with the countdown, we drop it in Judas, he turns around, he has a list in his hand. Like we just want to combine all the
He
best.
do, which he very well could do
Like we
that.
want to combine it all, man. Let's just get, and that just shows you how over it. What you're referring to was in 2000. List Jericho was like mid 2000, like 15, like somewhere in that bracket, in that range. And then AEW Judas Jericho is like 2020, 21, somewhere in that. Like he's
Right.
really underrated in terms of, and this was just the WWE AEW. We're not even talking about what he did with WCW and what
Yeah.
he did with ECW before that. So he's really been underrated, man. He's been one of those guys that's man, like why is he not on a retirement tour? Is it not? This is like now is looking at something where D Wade is an announcer interviewing LeBron James, who he came in the league with. Like, how are
Yeah,
you tired by now?
and then Melo is commentating, which he also came in the league with LeBron and D
Right.
Wade. It's
These guys
like
is on, like you would think, like, how is this possible? Why is John Cena retiring before The Rock? We ain't get no Rock retirement.
kinda, but Not
He was
really.
just about to fight Cody. Well, he did just fight Cody, but he's even looking at we still want the Roman Reigns match.
The Rock is one of those guys where he's just not gonna retire because he knows that, and I think John Cena doesn't. That's why he's doing it now because he doesn't want to be The Rock. He doesn't, and that's the same thing. Like AJ Styles said, like I don't want to be one of those guys coming out here. Like for example, Ric Flair, bruh. 2 years ago, Ric Flair was like, "I still got one more left in me." I remember the third or fourth AEW show when they started. It was the first show in Gwinnett when they started doing them in Gwinnett instead of like downtown. And Rick was there, and Rick took a bump from Christian, and everyone in the crowd started chanting "pacemaker" because Rick was wearing a pacemaker. Why are you taking a bump when you're wearing a pacemaker? Because if something go wrong and the pacemaker, like if he do the bump at that time where your heart not beating, you can end up like a whole like a DeMar Hamlin situation. So it's like, why are you doing this, bro? I mean, I
Because
know why,
he
but
legit wants to go out in that ring.
it's just
I
like,
think he
bro,
wants to go out that way. I think that's his goal is to be the first wrestler or a major name to go out in the ring and like he would like that. Like people would be sad and they'd probably put all these precautions in place, but it'd be like just what he wanted.
that's how you
Just
want
what
to go.
Yeah, just what he want, man. Like, oh, this is he probably be having it written down somewhere in the back with Charlotte to have it in her boots. Like, yeah, this is what my dad said. I've been saving this for when it happened. Like, he's just never gonna stop, man. He's never gonna stop. He's gonna keep, the Hogan thing scared him. He tweeted after Hogan. He was a little nervous. He was like, "We all up, we
Think about
next."
it. He
You know,
outliving all of them, and he did more drugs and liquor than all of them, bro. And he outliving all of them, which is crazy.
and he
But he
had
never,
remember he had that big scare before he did
yeah.
the ESPN 30 for 30. So he's had his moments, man. He's
He's
just
just out.
he's
He's like
different.
outliving all of them, bro. It's
That's how I
crazy.
felt about Hulk Hogan. I was like, this is never gonna happen. Like he's here forever. Him, Vince, I'm like, they're just here forever, man. Like I just, there's nothing you can really do with these guys, man. But I think some of these guys, that Cena's out done. Jericho being one of them, The Rock, at least from that era. Edge is technically still going. These all pre John Cena. Rey Mysterio, pre John Cena guys. And of course, his class was Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton. And I don't think either one of them is anywhere near retirement. But some of these other guys got 10 to 15 years more on them than John Cena and Jericho and Rey Mysterio. They've been around for a really, really long time. So it's interesting to see him retiring and some of these guys still going. I guess John is like, I know when to wrap this up, man. He's not even in his 50s yet, but he's wrapping this up and doing it the best way possible. And no way to please everybody, but what did you guys think of what he did for Judgment Day at the War Games and them coming out and sort of bragging about it in this promo, man? And he gave everybody their moment, man. Raquel hit him with a Tahana bomb. Roxanne hit him with a pop rocks. Dom did his stuff. Liv jumped in his arms, and I think what did she hit him with a low blow? Finn and JD was out there. I mean, he gave the rub to everybody, including the three women of Judgment Day. Moment, man. What you thought about Judgment Day and now seeing them whole again? Is Judgment Day ever going to break up? Did this give them another like 3 years? What did we
Nah, they
just
gonna
do?
break up. It's gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna happen with Liv turning on Roxanne because Roxanne is gonna go solo first. I feel like it's gonna. They haven't done the cues yet with her like looking at her a certain kind of way. Because even after the main event tonight, and she handed her the title or whatever, it wasn't like a long look. It was like, no, get up there, have your moment. But that like slow. It's gonna be another slow burn, so it might be another 2-3 years. But I don't know. I don't know. They might do that shit next week. Who knows, bro? I mean, that stuff next week with
Judgment
them,
Day has been going on since Edge and Damian Priest started.
bro. Ed's been gone for a year.
Edge was injured for a year. He's been
Okay,
gone
so he
longer
been
than
gone for
that.
2 years.
Yeah, he's been gone longer than
Jeez.
that, man. And we are still dealing with Judgment Day, man. Like, what you think about this Judgment Day Spook, man? With these guys coming out bragging about what they did, Liv is back. You know, them having a lot more, possibly longevity, man. How much more you want to see of these guys? Are you ready to see anybody individual?
I mean, it looked like they just revived their career, man. I mean, you know, they just put the defibrillator on that thing, man, and just got them back meshing, man. You know, they was happy to see Dom and Liv, you know, getting out the car. I know she didn't really say too much to Roxanne, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know, man. I guess they really like this team together, man.
Mm.
I don't think it's no breaking up right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless it's just something detrimental happened right now. But I mean, it look like they finna ride on for a good little minute, man. I
Yeah,
mean, I might as well see everybody with a belt again, man. You know what I'm saying? Might as well see
it's
everybody with a
hard
belt.
to let John Cena put all of them over in that way and then break them all up. I don't believe that's going to happen. So I'm not expecting it, but I'm a little upset that John Cena did that because now we got to keep going on with Judgment Day, and I'm just ready for this to whole just break this up. Dom is now the de facto leader. Finn Balor can figure out things on his own, and then you got JD will get lost in the shuffle. We like him, but he's gonna get lost. Liv will be all right. Roxanne will be all right, and maybe Roxanne can at least have Raquel as her heavy, so that you know Raquel has something to do. But I think you can kind of mix them up a little bit, get them out the way a little bit, and add something fresh to all of this, man. Like we're still waiting for this Dominic Finn Balor feud to finally happen, but you know everybody's still currently staying in line right now. After this match, we had Dragon Lee and AJ Styles versus the New Day. The bad guys dressed in all black. I'm tired of New Day. I don't even know if there's anything they can do to make me care about them.
Yeah.
But they had this match against Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles looking pretty cohesive, man. I don't think any one of us expected them to lose the tag team championships. It was a pretty good match. They did a very nice spot on the ropes there with the double stomp going into the Styles Clash, finding different unique ways to get that move in there, man. I think it was Kofi that took that, but overall, they ended up retaining, and that was pretty much it, man. They are still looking for a fight next week. They already got the War Raiders lined up, who is, in my opinion, someone who looks, feels, and acts like a real tag team. So I can
Mm-hmm,
say I'm
mm-hmm.
looking forward to that. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hope the War Raiders win. I'm sick of this. I don't want to see these makeshift tag teams. Let's do something. Maybe AJ is going to turn on Dragon Lee eventually, but we could speed it up. We sped up Braun Breaker turning on Seth Rollins, so we could speed up.
Oh,
This
you
whole
just oh you just
I
getting
feel
rude tonight. You just
yeah,
getting
we can
rude.
just speed it up, man. I'm tired
I
of saying
feel like your
like
boys
AJ.
might win, man.
Yeah.
The who?
I don't think it's Roy Raiders, but I feel like Creed brothers might be coming back.
Mm, I mean, we got an Ivy Neal sighting.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
know
just
you're
saying.
happy about that, man.
But is it gonna be a pay per view event or it gonna be like a Monday Night Raw? Will you
Which one?
spend money on if the Creed brothers come back? You know what I'm saying? Hypothetically, would
They
you do?
need to do a PLE. They're going to need a high profile tag team championship match. They can't, like, they'll put tag teams together that's not really teams or matches we kind of don't care about, but to revive that division, they're gonna need some major like I mean I think Creed Brothers and War Raiders could do it because they're two really good tag teams, but we just need a little bit of story to build up to that match and then put it on the PLE on that stage where it's only 4 or 5 matches, and now people are going to be able to go, okay, we see what this is really about. When you just, oh, we'll have Cody and Roman, we'll have Charlotte and Alexa, we don't really respect them as tag teams. It's just star power, which is
Mhm.
cool, but to get that division more meaningful, they're gonna have to do something, man. They're gonna have to do something in order to make us care again. Because I think everybody likes what AJ Styles. People are liking what Dragon Lee is doing, but together still feels a little awkward. I mean, AJ is what, 63. How old is AJ at this point, man? AJ's been around so long. Dragon Lee is. We know this ain't no real tag team, man. Come on now. I mean, like, let's figure something out. Let's get the real tag teams in here and let these guys go at it for real, man, and take it back where it needs to be. I'm not advocating for the Street Profits. We can wrap that on up because I think Montez Ford needs to do something a little bigger. But we got to get some of these other. Even the Wyatt Six is just a bunch of people thrown together. I
Mm.
don't even know what they doing over there. It's I just want the tag teams back, man, so we can kind of see, man. But they got War Raiders next week, man. You saying they may not pull it off? Stan, what you thinking, Spook, man? You think this is the week AJ and Dragon Lee lose these titles, or are they gonna carry on past the War Raiders too?
I mean, I didn't even know they had a match, but I mean, I guess we can get the War Raiders can hopefully they get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like you said, I'm lost in this whole little division of the tag team, women or men. So it's just some yeah, from the path of time by man.
Yeah,
But yeah, we
it's
definitely need to get back to those true tag team, man, like Harlem Heat, man. You know what I'm saying? The Dudley Boys, man. The real ones that was a
mm,
real team. You know what I'm saying? That really came up together. You know what I'm saying? They really did that thing up like that, man. But I don't really think there's no more left, man. This is the age of meshing. You know what I'm saying? Whoever looks good together for the time being.
yeah, it's gonna take a little. It's gonna be a process to get it back rolling. After this, we had the promo with the Vision out there, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, of course, led by the Wise Man, the Oracle, the Special Counsel, the Advocate, Paul Heyman, and seemingly the newest member of the Vision, which was Logan Paul. Um, I think most of this was really about Braun Breaker. He's got a match coming up for the World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk. January 5th, I believe, on I think it's a Monday Night Raw. So it may be like an anniversary show for the debut of Netflix. Maybe they're going to keep that theme going and do it up real big. Last year, CM Punk beat Seth Rollins. So this time they're going to be going up against, and he's going to be going up against Braun Breaker. They gave Braun Breaker a chance to talk, get on the mic. Not bad. It was a lot more, um,
Why did he
than
leave? Why he leave everybody out there? That kind of confused me. He just
he was so intense. Braun Breaker was hot. And he not used to cutting a promo, so he didn't know what to do after. So he just walked off.
Bro.
It was like
Hey,
he don't normally get to do that. They
bro,
probably
that one
got
right there,
they would look. They
they
just
were
started
like,
having.
hey man, you could have stayed out there. Yeah, they
bro, that
didn't.
that man
He didn't
had
know
me
what to do.
on, man. I felt some kind of way after that one, man.
With
You
Braun
know,
Breaker promo,
I felt like I was back in the locker room, man. Like I need to go hit somebody, man.
man. I mean, that's how
Like
he felt.
literally,
That's why he left. Braun Breaker,
he about to call Kennesaw State see if he got like one more year of like eligibility left.
I could tell that. I know when he got to the back, Triple H was like, "Look, normally when we do promos, you stay out there. Like you don't have to just come back here. I know you don't normally do promos, but just stay out there with your guys, man. Hang out
Right.
for a little
He just
bit."
walked off. I said, y'all ain't think
Yeah,
anybody else
they
gonna
didn't know what
I
else
just
to
finished
do.
gonna clap.
Somebody just said clap. They didn't know what else to do, man. He's never cut a promo, man. I mean, it's not normal for him to talk a little bit, man, and but I thought overall it was okay, man. We did not get an answer in the midst of any of this about the masked man that appeared at us. I want to call it Saturday Night Main Event because they have them on Saturdays, but Survivor Series War
Mm-hmm.
Game. We didn't get any answers about this, man. What you guys thought, man? Who was this masked guy? He's a very nimble guy, very nimble fella.
Yeah,
He moved in and out
quick,
pretty
man.
quick. He was
Quick
he's
and like,
pretty fast.
who is it, Stan?
This is the guy I've been waiting on. The Georgia boy, Austin Theory, man.
See, I don't really know too
That's
much about it because I was, like
that's
I said, I was kind of out of tune with the whole Austin theory. So
no.
what his whole what did he have to do with it though?
So if you go back and hit like, well, the way the guy was moving, that's I feel like in the build that's Theory, but Theory worked with Seth for a little bit, so of course he knows how to do the stunt. I mean, every wrestler know how to do the move, but like storytelling wise, he knows his moves because he worked with him. Like he was like a part of some group or something, but he worked with Seth on screen before.
Mm.
So but yeah, I feel like it's Theory, and I hope it is Theory, because I mean he can definitely be like that next one. Like he could have been, but Vince kind of was forcing him down our throats, and folks didn't like that, so they were
Mm.
like, "Nah, we not gonna rock with that." we gonna get this man up out of here and boo him for everything he does, and that's how that happened. But yeah,
So is he part of the? Is he going to be like the next member of the Division, or he's rocking with Seth, or like what's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I mean, he might be the next person of the division, but the reason why he did it but it's weird because he targeted Punk, so it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he targeted, the guy that was going to lead to the feud with Braun Breaker for the most part. That's really the only connection I could see. I personally, I think Austin Theory is cool. I think it's a good theory, and I don't doubt it for the most part. But I was wishing it was Montez Ford. That's what I was
Nah,
hoping.
it's too tall.
Cool, Montez.
Yeah, he is tall.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
like
I wanted it. Yeah, I mean, first of all, look, Paul Heyman, great guy, right? I mean, he's from Brock Lesnar to Roman Reigns to CM Punk. He even had a run with Curtis Axel, was it at one point?
yeah.
Where he tried that foolishness. Now Seth and then Braun Break. He ain't never had nobody black, man. And I think somebody's gonna have to point this out. There ain't been no black person that he's got behind in the WWE and took them to the mountaintop, man. I think Montez is our only hope. Surely it ain't gonna be Apollo Cruz. I mean, a lot of people like
Apollo in AAA right now, man, living his best life.
Carmelo. I don't see it. I just don't think he has enough. It's something missing there, and I don't know that they're going to try to figure it out.
what about Trick?
Nah, it ain't true.
I don't know if Paul would get behind Trick Williams, man. I got to see him on the main roster a little bit to see how he kind of comes out. But I don't know, man. He just, I don't know how he's going to be when he hits that main roster. So those guys are still kind of very much, in development, at least when they get to the main roster.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
I was,
Montez kind of like the next somewhat commercial
I think he's the
could become
best
commercial.
African American black wrestler on the um on the main roster, man. I put him above Carmelo in my opinion, man. I know people are high on him, but I would put him above Carmelo. I think they're the only two that's even in the conversation. So you can kind of go either way, but I just think he got something else, man. And he's married to Bianca, so that helps. Give him a reason to get a nice strong push. Um but yeah, I don't doubt it's Austin Theory. We didn't get no kind of answers on this one. So I'm not sure what that's going to look like. I don't know if they're going to try to wait to January 5th and this person plays spoiler again and really cause CM Punk. I mean, is we getting that match? Is there a chance that CM Punk loses that match, Spook man, against Braun Breaker? What you think?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty interesting now. And if he loses, Braun get the belt. Seth come back. I don't know which PLE, but I can see him and Seth going at it at that point.
Seth wouldn't be back until WrestleMania, probably at best. His timeline is WrestleMania, or do they do Backlash after WrestleMania still? I'm not sure.
I don't know because they used to call it WrestleMania Backlash.
So I'm not sure what's been. I can't even remember what was after it, but his
But I
timeline
mean,
is somewhere.
he can hold the belt that long though. He can hold the belt to a WrestleMania. That is not hard for Braun to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they go if he do win, they'll give CM Punk his rematch. He win that, and he just basically ride out to
So
WrestleMania.
you think Braun Breaker ready for the chip? He ready for the championship?
I mean, after his antics tonight, I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to go head to head with him, man. That boy's crazy. That boy's crazy.
What about this CM Punk Braun Stan? What you thinking, man? You think Braun Breaker ready, or he just gonna lose this one? What you think?
I don't know. Like I feel like they could drag it out, the Masked Man, because Braun did say I don't care about no Masked Man. So they could have it where the Masked Man like helps Braun beat CM Punk just so Paul can be like, see, look, he's our friend, and then reveal whoever it is.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't think Braun's ready, man. I don't think Braun Breaker is ready, man. I don't feel like he's ready. You know what I want? What he's missing? I think he's missing that money feud, man. It's kind of the same thing I wanted to see with It was somebody else, man. But I want to see like that feud that makes me go, "Oh, this person is next up." That the way CM Punk and Drew McIntyre had that feud, and they went at it, and it ended at like a Hell in a Cell match, and it was like, okay, this was a big money feud right here. But nobody was, they both were kind of already at the top. I think Braun Breaker needs that. I think he needs to go at it with like a best 2 out of 3, just something wild and crazy with like a Rusev or a Sheamus, and really solidify himself. Because he had, think about it, when's the last time Braun Breaker had a feud? He just goes out there and kind of destroys stuff. I can't really pinpoint a feud that he's had.
Yeah,
He's just kind of running people over. And he's been a part of the tag team stuff. Like, he hasn't really set himself apart as like, yo, I'm this real big dog. I'm the guy right now. And I think a Rusev or a Sheamus could help get him there, where they go at it a couple of times and make him look like he really supposed to be that next guy. Otherwise, you're gonna get to a WrestleMania if he does get that championship by then, and it's not gonna have the same energy, man. I want to look like, yo, you supposed to be here. Like, we seen what you just went through, man. You supposed to be at this next level, man. And I don't know if I feel that way. He still feels like an enforcer. He doesn't quite feel like the guy. He
yeah,
still feels like an enforcer right now. So, not to the level of Bronson Reed, but he's a high level enforcer. So I'm not sure, man. I don't know if he's gonna win at I don't believe it. I don't think he's gonna win January 5th. I think you need CM Punk going into WrestleMania. I think you need Cody Rhodes. Just have your big dogs. And maybe Braun and CM Punk could run it back. He loses this one, they run it back at WrestleMania, because now we get time to build them up. Because this is about to be Braun Breaker's biggest match in how long? When's the last time he had a single match that felt this high profile?
Yeah, you got a
I
valid
don't
point.
know. So this is gonna be big for him. So I don't know that he's gonna walk in and win, even though he has the vision. I don't know that that's gonna happen, man. But it should be intriguing as far as how they pull this off. Um, but right now, the Mask Man, everyone is thinking Austin Theory. Too bad it couldn't be Montez for it. Well, I'm gonna just keep hope alive, Montez, man. I'm rooting for you, man. I don't know what else to tell you, man. You're gonna have to play politics, man. I don't know if he's bad at politics or something. You need to, start bringing lunch for the crew. You need to do something, man, before we forget about you. After this, we had Gunther and Solo Sikoa. Last time is now tournament. Another match to advance to the finals. I thought this was a good match, man. I think sometimes people forget Solo. Solo got some skills, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think it gets a little forgotten because he does hide behind the MFTs a lot. But Solo is solid, man. And he's really the last of this whole bloodline thing, man. He's the last of it, man, with his guys, man. Taller Tunga, shorter Tunga, mid-sized Tunga, Tunga lower, he's the last of his kind, with this bloodline thing, man. So Solo went out there, had a good match with Gunther, made me feel like he had a shot, had a chance. I thought Talo was gonna get involved and really help him to win, because I knew if it was anything close to a clean victory, it was gonna be Gunther. Even though Tyler got involved, Gunther hit a low blow on both of them and ended up pulling off the win, advancing to the finals to face LA Knight. But overall, this was a good match. I was pulling for Solo Sikoa, but it didn't happen, man. Spook, what you thought about this match with Solo and Gunther advancing?
Yeah, it was like you said, it was a solid match, man. I like this one, man. I sat and watched the whole thing of this one, man. They were just going blow for blow, man. You know what I'm saying? They was really getting it in, man. And Gunther just got the best of them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's really all I can say, man. It was a good one.
What do you think about Gunther's chances of beating LA Knight, man, advancing to be that guy that faces Cena, man? Is it already written?
Yeah, pretty much, man. I don't think Gunther. Gunther is he. Gunther's a whole beast in his own little world, man. Like, when I watch Gunther, man, he's hard to he's hard to get down, man. It's very hard to knock him down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Solo had a good couple opportunities at night, man, to get him down and stuff like that, man. But Gunther he a beast by himself. He's like a baby Brock Lesnar. He's like a baby Brock Lesnar.
I think Solo and LA Knight needs to get their moments, man. It's time. I want them guys to get to the top, man. But Gunther is around, man. They real high on Gunther, so it's gonna be hard to see him losing. Even to LA Knight, even to John Cena. He just doesn't take a lot of losses, man. What you thought about this match then with Gunther and Solo, man, and Gunther advancing the finals against LA Knight?
It was a good match. I felt like I wish like Solo would have won, but I think everybody kind of feels Gunther's gonna win this, but a swerve would be for LA Knight to win, and I'm okay with that. Cause like it's like, but Gunther doesn't really. I feel like Gunther doesn't really need the rub because he's already accomplished so much. Whereas LA Knight, I mean, he kind of don't need the rub either. But if you're gonna give a rub to someone, I feel like it should be LA Knight because he could benefit a lot from it. And then maybe that'll catapult him to finally winning a major championship. But we'll see.
I don't know what it's going to look like for LA Knight. I want him to win. I want him to do those promos against John Cena leading up to the match. I think he can make it real interesting.
Yeah.
And even beat John Cena. He needs it. He needs it, man. Gunther, that's why they took the title off of John Cena. It didn't make sense for either of those guys to win the championship, honestly. LA Knights already had the United States Championship, and Gunther's had the heavyweight championship, so it didn't really make sense for them to win the Intercontinental Championship. So gave it right back to Dom. That's cool. No harm, no foul there. But yeah, I'm pulling for LA Knight, man. I hope by some miracle, maybe if we start an LA Knight movement, man, they ain't got no choice but to, pivot and listen to the fans, man, because we know how they feel about Gunther. They want him to retire Goldberg and John Cena in the same year. Like, how much more of a beast are you trying to make this guy? Like, I don't know what else you can do. He's taking out all your childhood heroes, man. Let LA Knight get this one, man. It doesn't hurt Gunther. I think it hurts LA Knight if he loses, because where does he go from here? He just was kind of in obscurity before the tournament. He was just kind of floundering around for a minute. We wasn't seeing him on Raw a couple of times. So he got back in the tournament. Now he built himself back up into a high profile spot. So, WWE higher ups, let's do it, man. Let's pull the trigger on LA Knight, man. Hopefully we can get a swerve, like you said, man, and make something happen. Evening featured a lot of ladies. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte and Alexa, who I guess made a number one contenders match. The match was okay. Not much interest here from an emotional investment standpoint. I just don't think, I really cared about what was going on here. I think a lot of people like all four of the women that's in the match, but Io's presentation is like blah. Rhea is not really doing it for me. I like Charlotte Flair that's cocky. I like Charlotte Flair that's disrespectful. Nobody does it better, in my opinion, than her. Alexa's just kind of there, just kind of okay. Like I said, they're pretty over with the audience. This match ended up breaking down. The Kabuki Warriors ended up coming out, Asuka and Kairi Sane, to create some problems. I'm not sure how it makes sense for them to interrupt the match while the two tag teams they may be facing are beating each other up. You would kind of want that to just kind of continue, but they came out nonetheless. That led to Bayley and Lyra coming out because nothing's wrong with Bayley anymore, right? I mean, all the weird, crazy voices in her head vignettes is gone, and she's just perfectly normal now. So she comes out. Then the ladies of Judgment Day shows up. Liv Morgan, Roxanne, and Raquel, and as Stan alluded to earlier, it ended with Raquel and Roxanne picking up the championship. Roxanne handing it to Liv is to say you never lost it. And when she had to step in for, and Liv giving it back as to say, I kind of got bigger things to go after in this one. So I think that's why she gave it back. She wants to go see Stephanie Vaquer, which Stephanie is another one I was saying that really needs that money feud. She needs something that puts on the map for real, kind of like we've seen with some of the last greats from the Four Horsewomen, and we've seen Becky Lynch, and we just been seeing like she needs that moment. You wasn't gonna have that with Nikki Bella, but she needs that moment, man, to really solidify herself, because she's been off and on real spotty ever since she won at the Women's Evolution. She really hasn't done much other than winning the
Yeah.
title. And, they're big on her, but they're not showing us why. We need to see it. We don't want to see her against Nikki Bella, who was a Divas champion, right? She wasn't even known for wrestling like that. AJ Lee was a Divas champion. She came at an era where the transition was happening. It wasn't really, the in-ring product wasn't what it is now. She needs somebody that could really go in the ring. Liv Morgan, to me, does kind of come off more Divas era in my opinion, in terms of her in-ring ability, but we might could get something out of it if it goes that route. But she definitely needs something to sink her teeth in and kind of solidify herself. Maybe a Bailey to really get in there with her or something like that. But this was a lot of ladies. I don't know. What are we building towards? Stan, what you thought about this, man? Where they going with I think it was 5 tag teams, man. All of the women tag teams that's been
Yeah,
thrown together over the
maybe
last 7 months.
maybe some like big tag team battle royal match kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Do you care? How you feel about
it depends. I mean,
it?
I wouldn't mind seeing it, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're at a point like I don't know what we do, so they
I
like
think the
let's.
only way I would want to see it is if the championships is on the ladder. Give me it on the ladder, man, and then
Yeah,
maybe this will
TLC.
look like. Yeah, get me some action that doesn't involve just being in the ring.
Because that match that Montez them had that time, man, that was a good match. That was a good match.
Raquel fought Raquel and Rhea Ripley had a match. I think it was in like Saudi or something like that. I don't know, but they was all covered up. So I remember it was overseas. I think it was Saudi, and it was like a no disqualification match, and that was the best Raquel looked. Because she just she doesn't have great in ring abilities right now. She's a little bit more on the stiffer side. So you got to kind of take the rules away for her to really thrive and be successful. And I think that's what that would help her a lot. And having a match like that, man. But you bring back that TLC, you do it for the
Woo!
ladies.
Nah, I watched that. I watched that, man. Because they're
It
gonna be
adds
top
something.
time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, EO off the
I want
top.
to see
Now
somebody
those things that they can do, her and Kyrie Sane,
man.
now it's gonna come into play. We know what Charlotte
Yeah.
and Rhea could do.
What about that
Alexa,
match with what's the name had on NXT that time, man? Like a long time ago when the little slim lady she had won that match, the one that got like the cheerleader background or something of that nature. We were just talking about her a couple weeks ago,
So,
bro.
uh,
how long ago was this?
talking about
I
Tiffany
think
Stratton,
no, it's the other one. She kind of like a caramel color. You know who the one we was talking about, man? The one
You
you
Bianca
talking
said
about
Belair.
Kalani?
no, yeah, the Kaylani girl. They had like
Oh,
they had like a ladders or something like that match.
Yeah, yeah. When she won a championship, I think that night.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I think she
yeah,
won
yeah. But that
the
was all
North
singles, man.
American or
You put the championship or something like that. I mean the tag team. Oh, that thing gonna be stupid. That thing gonna be stupid.
yeah, they was yeah, they definitely gotta spice this up, man, to get us to care. Because otherwise, you got 5 tag teams that's all been kind of thrown together in one way or another, with the exception of the Kabuki Warriors. And it is what it is with them, and they just happen to be the champs. So, or you give us the Fatal 4 Way and let them do the TLC match, and let the Kabuki Warriors just watch that match if it's going to be too many bodies by having 5 tag teams involved in it. But I think you got to do something at this point to spice this up. They main evented WWE Monday Night Raw tonight. Like, this was a big deal. Like, honestly, I think Gunther and Solo could have main evented. To be honest, man, maybe crash out Jay Uso to go off the air. He crashes out, and then it just goes off the air, and we get more questions than we have answers. Because I felt like it took a little of the steam off of his crash out when she's now asking him questions. Like, I don't want him to be talking. Don't answer no questions, man. You crashing out right now. Like, don't be talking to nobody. So it was they got a lot of women in the main event. I don't know what the goal of tonight was. We didn't get answers on the Masked Man. We didn't have any CM Punk sightings. We assuming that Penta is now down and out. We got what we could get. We got what we can get. Liv Morgan was the main one returning to Monday Night Raw, and all she did was a lot of laughing. I'm not real big on Liv Morgan, never really have been, but she has moments where she's over with the audience, so they're gonna keep pushing her, and she's a part of Judgment Day. But I'm ready for Roxanne, man. I'm ready for Roxanne to take off. I'm ready for her to start getting into some money feuds out here and start working her way up the charts. Lyra to do the same thing, start working her way up the charts before they bring in some NXT girls, man. The ladies over there that could get involved and get in the mix. But right now, we just got a lot of tag team matches going on, and it just kind of is not really doing it for me. But who you think, Stan, if they do this women's fatal 5-way, who needs those titles, man? Who needs to be the new women's or the women's tag team champions?
I don't know. Like I don't know. Like it could stay where it is. It could go to. I feel like if they do it like a ladder match, I feel like if Charlotte and Alexa lose, and if Bailey and Lyra lose, those two teams will like implode. So you can break them up that way.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know.
Yeah, the problem is we really don't know if anybody is going to matter depending on who wins. Who does it help? You know, what you think, Spook? Is there any two of these ladies that you want to see run with these championships more than the others, or is it just really a toss up at this point?
Well, I would say Bailey and Lyra, man. You know, they probably could bring them, bring them together a little bit closer, man, and get their friendship back rolling. Only for them to, go back and start fighting again. You know what I'm saying? Like Stan saying, it's just anywhere it go, it's going to cause a major breakup in, whatever tag team that's together. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's going to do something, stupid, and then the other's going to get mad, and they're going to start fighting again. So like Stan was saying, man, any team that lose or whatever like that or win, and then something happen, it's definitely gonna be a breakup. So like you said, like Stan was saying, it's a couple teams that can break up real quick, like after this one little match. So you know, but I would
Mm-hmm.
say Lyra
Yeah,
and Bailey. I would say Lyra and Bailey.
yeah. At least it'll give Lyra something, man. Get her back with a championship over her shoulder. You know that
Mm.
would help her out a little bit. So overall, man, who y'all got, man? Who we got the MVP of the night, man? You know, trying to see who was that person tonight, man? Who's the one that stood out the most to you, Stan? Who you got, man? Who you got, man?
I got two, man. Braun Breaker with that
It's a tie.
promo, and then
Okay.
my girl Ivy now coming back on TV, man. With
So
her hair
nobody.
down. With her hair down. You know.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot. And then I got one more. And then
yeah, yeah.
Maxine, Maxine and Natty, bro. Because that package was nice, man.
But where was that package leading up to her match, though? What's the timing? I don't understand.
No, it's just like showing that she like working and she trying to hold on to this. And like she gonna do anything to make sure she reach the top.
I don't like it.
I
I
do
don't like it.
because I like it. I'm gonna tell you why. Because remember a couple months ago when Natty started popping up in the Indies with this whole like this dark character,
UFC
this like
fighter.
yeah, I was like, bro, this could work in WWE. What better way than to have Natty training Maxine like this, and like Natty is the one to take the title off her, and then she turns into like that character.
But why would they put
I
it back
think
on
it's the
Natty
my
though?
issue
She haven't been on the front page in last
She
three to
ain't been
five
a
years.
champion forever, but she
because
gonna
nobody
retire soon,
cares.
man.
That's
She
why.
gonna retire soon. I know she gonna retire soon, and she one of their own. Her dad and her own like she's WWE like through and through,
Mhm.
So
and
just
I
give her
so
think my
like
issue.
a belt for something.
I don't like the timing of the promos because Maxine is the champ now. I don't want it to look like she's weak. I don't want to look like she's still training because it makes Natty look way better than her, right? Like if I want to, I could
well,
just go take your title.
and I think what they did at the end was like with her saying, "I'm not finished. Like I want more." It's showing like I'm not the same person. I'm gonna go through whatever I gotta go through, and y'all gonna see it.
Like it. I just wish they would have did it leading up to the title win,
Yeah,
and
no,
then we
yeah,
see
yeah.
that being the end result. Like now, it just looks like, oh, what are you doing training and getting beat up in your training by a regular wrestler? This is not like it's like you're. This is a peer. This is not like you're in NXT and she has the world. Like you're the champion. She's a peer who hasn't had a championship in so long. I don't want her to look like she's better than you. She could train you up until then you win, and then you go back to her and be like, look, I want you now. Let's do this. Let's go back and do this for real. So the timing is a little. I think that's the only thing about it that kind of gets me. I thought it was a nice touch that they put on things, but when I was watching it, I immediately thought like, did Maxine win the championship yet? Like I'm thinking like they preparing us for that moment, and I'm like, no, this already happened. Like what? Why didn't we been see this? Like what's going on is confusing me a little bit. But I get it. They want to try to reincorporate Natty's sort of fighter type of brawler. What was that one segment they used to have? NXT Underground or something
Yeah,
type
yeah, yeah.
character. They want to do that where it looks like straight up fighting and all of that, and that's a good persona for her. I think it'll help give her a little bit more legs, but I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna be in the dojo, you do it to help somebody win the championship. But I don't know what's next for Maxine. Like you said, you got Ivy now. You've seen her come back. So what about you, Spook, man? You had any an MVP for the night, man?
Oh yeah, like Stan said, man, I'm with Brian, man. That was
Hmm.
yeah. He just walked off, man. He just they just I mean they had to give him a standing ovation after that, man. To kind of just fade to black for a second and get to the next segment, man. So yeah, that was pretty. And then Crash Out, man. I hate that Jay lost, man. He can't get right, man. Him and his brother, they on a bad streak right now, man. So he was turned up doing the match, man. He done got up on top of the cage, man, and
He was very turned up. He was
just
very
going in.
turned up, man.
And now you come back on Monday and you lose, man. They just like I said, man. They just need to go home and take care of the baby. Get Naomi right. Get the breathing exercises, the little swimming pool ready to go. To get the baby born in the water or whatever like that, man. And just come back. I guess Royal Rumble, man, and at least they'll give him a good month off to kind of you know because like I said, Jacob's
Yeah,
still.
I mean, my guy would have been LA Knight, man, or is LA Knight, man. I'm glad he was able to get a victory, a clean victory. I just want to see him win. Um, so I'm glad he's at least advancing because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to say this after Friday. The finals will be on SmackDown with him and Gunther, as they announced. So I don't know if his momentum is gonna last, man. But LA Knight, I'm still holding out hope, man. He's my guy. He's the pick. And hopefully he'll get there, man. Hopefully he'll get there. But, overall, I think with Triple H coming out and saying the show was going to be epic might make the show feel like it was a bit of a letdown, but it was okay. The two qualifier matches definitely had they had good energy. The crowd was hot for it. So I think it was just kind of a solid, little less than solid show tonight. I think they featured the ladies a lot without really any important storytelling that would really make me care. So hopefully they can do something different. But a lot of injuries are happening, man. So maybe that's why they're not able to get everything right the way that they want to get everything right. So we'll see, man. But we'll be right back here next week, man. WWE Monday Night Raw post show. We will be doing this right immediately following the show. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and get us wherever you get all your podcasts, Apple, iHeart, Spotify. You know the drill. I'm right here on YouTube, as seen on X as well. So please definitely hit that like, hit that follow, hit that subscribe button, man, and continue to support us, and we appreciate it. Appreciate you staying jumping on the night. Appreciate you, Spook, jumping on the night. And we'll be probably having a lot to talk about next week. Now that by the time we get back together, we'll have that finals match laid out for John Cena, man. So next week's Raw should be epic, if anything. And hopefully it is, man. But as of tonight, we'll catch up with you guys on next week, man. So we appreciate it, man. And take it easy.
All right,
All
y'all
right.
take it easy.